Dear Diary. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 272 of the Shower Podcast, the podcast where I'm in my shower and you do you. I'm your host, Chip, and welcome to the new and most likely the last kind of format that the Shower Podcast will ever see. It's called Shower Diaries, as you have seen from the thumbnail. And I would like today to spend part of the episode to explain to you what this is and also giving you a bit of an insight on an experience that I had this last weekend. Before we start, as usual, if you end up liking this episode, remember that liking and subscribing really mean a lot for me. They're just one click, but they really, really make the difference. Thank you very much for considering it. So, let's start with the simpler bit. So, what are the shower diaries? I realized that I know we are very far into the project. We are getting close to the end of it, even though it seems unreal. But time is time, you can't argue with that. And I never took the time and never considered that I would have enjoyed to do some episodes where the core idea of the single episode is not to follow directly the concept of the Shower Podcast, so giving you insights and topics around the world of self-improvement, critical thinking, and overall leaving you with something that could be meaningful by the end of listening this. Whereas the Shower Diaries want to be a segment that is a bit more light, more personal, and again, see it as behind the scenes where I write in my personal diary about the Shower Podcast, but I also take the time to take you with me. So yeah, don't expect a real insight by the end of this. And as you might be hearing, it also has no script. So I'm going, let's say, with the flow. It's a good in between, I believe, between what the Shower Podcast offers when I am in the shower, and then the more structured episodes where I have a script and I'm able to, let's say, bring to you a real, concrete idea. So I hope you like it. I know that I need it because another big reason why I'm doing this is that inevitably it's getting harder this month, especially since I traveled a lot and I was never away to really find the time to prepare the episodes. So I was always a bit on the go, and I never had some time to reflect and be able to structure proper episodes for the Shower Podcast. And the other bit is, as I was anticipating, that time is passing. We are reaching day 300, and as much as I might have a good self-esteem, and I genuinely believe that so far I've managed to bring a lot of intriguing topics to the Shower Podcast, at some point you kind of finish or cannot keep the same rhythm in trying to bring new content to the channel. So yeah, that's also why there were introductions like the recap episodes, like the weekend drop, like the mini series, because again, there needs to be a bit of breathability and flexibility in the various formats. So speaking strictly now of this week, it's gonna be a bit all over the place. So there might be another episode of the Shower Diaries and some recap episodes here and there, maybe one, maximum two full episodes of the Shower Podcast. And then the weekend drop will come. Because again, as I told you, I will be away and I don't have much time to prepare everything. At the same time, I still need to be truthful in some way to the Shower Podcast. So I will bring to you an episode and an idea that I gathered this weekend where I was helping a dear friend to prepare and publish a pretty controversial video that he had to do. And I helped him in, let's say, every aspect of that process. So, let's say, validating what he was trying to say, not so much correcting, let's say, the content, but just the way it was presented. And I helped him technically in how to shoot, how to edit, how to publish, and let's say all the insights that I've gathered from the Shower podcast throughout this year on YouTube in this case, but also on Spotify, and overall, these how to do content delivery. And I was happy to see that my methodologies and the things that I'm applying also to the Shower podcast are not inherently wrong, because let's say, not to my surprise, but I was happy to see that it brought very, very good results, and that I believe we did the right thing. And it kind of gave me a pat on the back that even though it's a harsh truth and it is a complicated truth to bring forward, there is a part of truth in the fact that, let's say, numbers are not everything. So doing the right thing in the right moment can sometimes lead to the result that you were not expecting. I've talked about this in several other episodes, but might be the time to also restructure and have a new take on this topic. Now, that was all because, as I said, it was fully busy and it didn't give me time to prepare nothing else. But it's a small insight into the world of the Shower podcast, and I really hope that for the usual listeners, this will be a breath of fresh air. And I can guarantee you that also for me, it's something very, very relaxing. If preparing episodes of the Shower podcast, thinking about, let's say, topics and overall, being involved in this whole creation can be stressful, I have to admit that these kind of episodes are really, really nice. So I hope that I will have the chance to do more in the future. And also, again, for the last time, I will say it, that you will be able to enjoy them as much as I was enjoying doing them. Having said that, that was all for today. Thank you very much for listening. If you made it so far, feel free to interact with this content in any way, shape, or form. So leave a like, subscribe, share it with whomever you see fit. Thank you again. And as usual, stay consistent, stay resilient. This was the Shower Podcast, and I'll see you tomorrow.